What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you. I'm going to say it again for maybe the last time because I'm doing more of these videos and blah, blah, blah. But there will be more stand-up on this channel. Seagull. I get tired of how I guess we're just supposed to be in debt. We are completely supposed to be in debt. It's completely okay. Somebody told me one time that if you have $100 and you owe no money to anybody, you have no debt, you are richer than 70% of America. I don't know if that's true or not, but it does sound like it very well could be. You see these stats all the time of, oh yeah, 4 out of 6 people can't afford an $100 emergency. 12 out of 11 people don't have $1 to their name. So if you have $100 and no debt, you're richer than most people? Seems like it could be a thing. That means if you have $100 and no debt and are riding the bus, you're richer than the man outside sitting in a G-Wagon beside a lady with a giant fake ass. And it doesn't seem like it because you're riding the bus. You're sitting in gum. The person sitting beside you doesn't have a fake ass. They have a dead cat in their hoodie. But you somehow, $100, no debt, are richer than the G-Wagon man guy with the ass. I get so mad about just the idea that we are all supposed to be in debt. This is what you're supposed to do. The shininess of it really, really bothers me. And this is not one of those like pull yourself up by your Jordan straps type of videos. I'm not attacking anybody other than the idea that like, why is it so okay that we all just are in debt? Why is it so okay when somebody will walk up to you and be like, yeah, I owe $786,000. I don't know how I'm going to pay it. But I got another card from Citibank and I'm going to charge it until I am thrown into the dirt, until they open up a hole in the earth and toss my dead corpse directly into it. This part of it really bothers me because like when I see a credit card commercial, man, I swear to God, I could throw something. Who doesn't know what a credit card is? Where do you have to live? Are you in a tree? Are you under moss? Are your parents rocks? How would you ever not know? Where would you have to be? Where would you have to be to not know what a credit card is? And why would there be anybody that needs a celebrity to tell them that it exists? Who is sitting around being like, I need to know how to get into debt, and I hope somebody from the movie RoboCop 3 will tell me. I hate a credit card commercial because, dear God, what is with the dancing? Why is everybody so happy? People are eating ice cream, floating down big tubs of Jell-O, coming down water slides, just partying, being like, all you gotta do is dance your way into 20% interest rates. You buy something today and then pay it off in 7 years. Don't you want pants? You don't have money for pants. We have pants money. We will give you your money for pants. And all we ask is that eventually you pay for those same pair of pants 4 times over because we're Chase and we want to see you party. I don't know what a credit card commercial pays, obviously, but it must be an insane amount of money. Insane. To get an actor who's already in some show that lasted for 10 years and now has been changed into a whole bunch of languages, plays in 100 different countries. You could watch it in Moscow, Bali. They're getting paid each time one of these things happens. And they decide they're going to get off the couch to dance in a Bank of America commercial. The money for this must be nuts. Which also makes me mad. The idea that people are willing to pay so much money to make debt look like a party while they tell you, oh, but also if you get into debt, we'll give you points. If you get into debt, we'll give you points. Don't you want to have points? Points. Don't points sound fun? You played video games when you were a kid. Points. You get points in a game, points in your card. When you played a video game as a kid, it didn't make it one day so that you might have to live under a bridge and drink your own piss to live while we still come after you. There are so many actors in credit card commercials that there honestly should be like a category for that at the Oscars. There really should. The nominees for Best Credit Card Commercial, and just start playing them. Here we are. I'm dressed as Santa, and I'm dancing down the street. I'm riding a bear. Isn't it funny? Whoa, debt. We have these pay-o-matic, legal loan shark type of, if you don't pay us back, we'll come to your house in a ski mask buildings where you go in and you go, hey, can I have $3,000 right now and I'll pay you back when I get it? And they go, yeah, of course. They charge you so much interest on that And again, I'm not attacking anybody who's necessarily doing these things. There's many reasons to do this stuff. But dear God, the idea how easy we make it to get into debt and how just celebrated it is in some weird way. There are apps now, instead of going into a Pay-O-Matic, which, if we're being serious, you should have to see. You should have to see what's going on in there. It is a Greyhound bus station, basically, where somebody will give you a couple of grand behind glass. This person is standing behind 6 inches of glass. Why? Because people come in here sometimes with a baseball bat and might try to kill somebody. You should have to see that. You should have to be in that building. You should have to feel it to get this money. Just so that you know how serious of a situation this is. But now there's apps that you can get that will do the exact same thing for you. And the app, of course, somebody's sitting on a couch, smiling, being like, I don't have the money today, but all I did was go to Pay Today. Now I have $600, and Pay Today is not even mad about it. And the voiceover's like, if you don't have our money, within a week, we will come to your house and strangle your kids. Growing up, right? No real money in the house. Dad wasn't around, mom, whatever, okay? There was so many times when I would look around as a kid and be like, oh, I don't want this. This cannot be, right? To the point that one time I was working at Future Shop, Canada. It's like our Best Buy. It's gone now. But I was telling a guy, TVs used to be crazy expensive, right? There was a TV for $2,000, and I wanted it bad. $2,000. I'm 18 at the time. I do not have $2,000 to spend. I don't. I had I had $100, but I guess at the time, I'm richer than most of everybody. Anyways, I really wanted this TV, but I'm blah, blah, blah. An older man that worked there came up to me and he goes, why don't you just put it on a card? Just charge it and then pay it off later. You know what I mean? He goes, you're young enough to pay off debt. This is what he said to my face. You're young enough now to get into debt at 18. You'll be able to pay that off later. And then me, being a man that really wanted this TV so that I could play Grand Theft Auto on it, I sat there and was like, yeah, $2,000 in debt's not so bad. This monster. Now, I didn't buy this TV because I have always been scared. I've always been scared of credit cards based on how I grew up and things that I saw. But man, this motherless, to stand here and tell somebody to get into debt because you have the time to pay it off. Can we please just at least talk about how serious these things are? If I would have bought that TV, right? $2,000. I would have played Grand Theft Auto for a while on it. Then eventually, I think I moved 6 months later. Am I taking that TV across Canada? No. It's going to sit in the dark. But what comes with me? What comes out of the dark and follows me until I go to sleep at night and I can't think about anything else and I'm being choked, just absolutely choked by the idea that I have to pay this off, the debt, which is just continually growing. I hate the idea that debt is so normalized. And dear God Christ, if I see another credit card commercial, which I absolutely will, I'm gonna snap. Stop it. And it bothers me the fact that we've just gotten to such a point where it's like, if you don't have it, we'll give it to you anyway. And then one day you pay it back. When does one day come? A lot of people go, well, it's never gonna come. It comes. It comes. It could easily come, and now you're living under a bridge, drinking your own piss to live, because a credit card commercial seemed like a fun time. Because a Pay-O-Matic app thing on your phone wasn't as horrifying as walking into the dark alley that is an actual payday loan place. Let me know your thoughts on debt. Comments below. Greatly appreciate it. I also have a full comedy special all about money. It's called Money Never Wakes. Link is in the description below. And I will be back with more thoughts on things. Greatly appreciate you guys. Seagull.